G'day, g'day. Happy 4th to those Yankee Doodle dandies out there. I've got the ready and loaded for the kids later on with some fireworks. Good old US of A. Fireworks. Not readily available in most of the countries I've lived in, like they are here. So we've got a bit of time for the hot dog, so let me hit the baseball first. I'm guessing this is going to need a couple of reiterations today. But I'll hit up all the baseball games, keen on the early ones. I think we've got a couple of soccer matches. FIFA, I mean, yep. All right, baseball. Well, probably some WNBA as well. I'll get to that. Phillies, Reds, 78% of the money is on the Phillies. 98% of the master money is on the Phillies. That was at minus mid-40s and minus into the 50s. So where most of that's sitting, which I think a lot of it still exists. Total well-balanced, nothing on the master, nothing on the run line. Cardinals, Cubs, well-balanced, not a lot of volume. Nothing on the master chart. Turtles, well-balanced, decent volume. Well-balanced on the master chart as well. And we're looking at 72% on the plus 1.5, minus 70, minus 60s, in the 60s, whatnot. So, yeah, like mid-50s and up to 60s. So that's what the line is. Brewers, Marlins, just nothing. Nothing. Like nothing on the sides, nothing on the master, nothing on the total, nothing on the master. School ground pennies on the run line there. So very disinterested game, that one. Rays, Twins, looking at 73% of the money's on the Rays, 67% of the master money is on the Twins. Volume not big enough to get excited about, but it looks like those bets are at prices that are still available. 98% on the over, nothing on the master chart. It's Friday. Friday is generally, I've noticed the last few weeks, the volume is very thin. So, and then I guess, especially today, people are busy, not doing anything, going where they're going. 78 to 79% of the money on the Blue Jays, 100% of the master money is on the Angels. Looking at plus mid-40s is where that master money is. Still looks like it's readily available. Nothing on the total, nothing on the run line. This is actually very anticlimactic looking at these games now. 90%, 92% on the Tigers. Nothing on the master, nothing on the total, nothing on the run line. Interleague, seems like there's a bit more volume in these games. 68% on the Nationals, 80% of the master money's on the Nationals. Really, really, really big bet total. Well balanced. 100% of the master money is on the under. That master money is at under 8. Just under 8, around even. Under 8.5. Low teens. And then just a proper, whoa. As I speak, just got a couple of 10 dime bets on the over. Not master money, just regular. Interesting. So now that's definitely Looking at a bit more on the Red Sox, on the over than the under, but that master money's on the under, so now that's starting to look more appetizing as a play. Nothing on the run line. Yanks, Mets, well balanced, nothing much of interest. Nothing on the total, nothing on the run line. Mariners, Pirates, looking at 90% on the Mariners, nothing on the master chart. Not a lot on the total, nothing on the run line. Padres, Rangers, well balanced, good volume, well balanced master chart. 74% on the over, 67% of the master money's on the over. Medium range volume. Braves, Orioles is friendless. So I'll just skip that one. And our two favorite teams are meeting up, the White Sox and the Rockies. So what do you do when the two big dogs meet up? You take no action. Royals Diamondbacks is pretty friendless as well. So maybe it's just too early for these late games. May need a rerun at some point, but White Sox, Rockies, friendless. 95% of the money on the over, nothing on the run line. Dodgers, looking at 64% of the money, 75% of the master money's on the Astros. Let's see what numbers. Plus mid 60s, low 60s is the average there. 83% on the over, not a lot of volume, nothing on the run line. As I said just before, Royals, Diamondbacks, friendless. Athletics, Giants, it must be just too early. Couple of early master bets. It's about 50% of the overall money right now. Sort of close to even money. Nothing on the totals, whatnot. So you skip over to the soccer. The late game for all the monies, like Chelsea is 94% of the money overall, which is a lot for an even money favorite in a three-way market. So it looks like we're going to need Palmeiras or the draw. Nothing on the master chart jumping out yet to sort of get too entwined in it, but the house is likely to be against Chelsea. In the other game, so we're looking at 50% of the money is on halal, 30% is on Fluminense, and 20% on the draw. Seeing master action there on Fluminense and the draw. So again, looks like we're gonna need halal at the moment, but the master bets are leaning towards a non-halal win in 90. Looking at 82% of the money's on the over, 67% of the master money. Sorry, that is not the over. That is the spread. Offers it is at pick minus 20, 25. A little bit at plus a quarter, minus mid 60s to 70. And the total, 62% on the over, 91% on the under. And we're looking at under 2 3/4 at minus 65. Oops. What's going on here? Is this closing down? Never done that before. So yeah, still a little quiet there. I'll come back. Game matchups. Let's go to basketball first. It's probably late game. It's probably little to no interest. See if there's any early. There is none. All right, go back to the Frankfurters. All right, so a bit more volume since last night. Okay, I think the women's just started, so it's no. All right, so strong two-way betting on Joey Chestnut. Going under 71.5, over 71.5. The master money is 82% on the over. We're going over 71.5. This over a touch. Over 71.5. Bunch of money at plus pennies, even money. Let me see what the last bet was on the 4th this morning. Over 71.5 at plus 101. I don't know if they're arbing or steaming or anything like that based on these numbers. Right now, the book's balanced. Masters are on the over. James Webb's well balanced. They're all really well balanced. Let me check what these numbers, how they've maybe just, no, 50.5. Well balanced for Jeffrey Esper. Tell you where we are seeing some money. Patrick Bertoletti. But yep, that's fucking names. So overall, we're looking at 64%. Oh, no, hang on a second. Why the fuck have they got this such a wide? Why not move the dogs to get closer to a pick'em number? It's been strong money on the over since last night. Over 53.5. Bet from plus money all the way up to minus, like almost 300. And on the flip side, we're seeing 85% of the master money. Going way too much details here into dog eating contest. It popped up at 54.5, under 53.5. So this is what I'm seeing from these numbers. The market is going way too hard on Patrick on the over, and every time it gets to a relatively big number, you're getting master money on the under. Again, I don't know if we're moving the market and out there is some slow moving people and people are just arbing, looking at these accounts. Some of them are arbers, some of them are sharp players. So this is interesting. If I was to go and look at a market and see what was there, I would be taking Patrick Bertoletti under 53.5 at anything kind of plus 210, 220, anything like that. And then you can work it out from there what the other numbers or whatnot. But as soon as it hit 54.5, they hit the under and they hit it proper. So take it as you will. I'm just delivering information. On the other one, God, why does this phone keep shutting down? Seeing action on the yes to a record to be broken. So I don't know if Joey's been out there sprouting that he's a chance to break this record, to break his own record of 76. But we are seeing some good bets on the yes and some master bets. Again, wide, broad market this. Don't know how many people are really offering it. Let me go to the pick winners. All right. Looks like they've taken this off the board. Anyway, it doesn't start for another hour and a half, I believe, or an hour 23 or something. So There's some numbskulls laying Joey Chestnut, those big odds. Again, better than bank interest, sure. Joey chokes on a hot dog halfway through. It's not a 0% chance. So I would not be doing that. And then the other money coming in is on Better Lady. So I guess he's got to hit a neat big number if he's going to win this thing anyway. To win without Joey, this was one that got bet really hard. I brought it up last night. It was like plus 170s all the way to like over, shorter than minus 200. There was still action coming on. The only master action we've got on this, Jeffrey Esper at high plus 300s. I think he closed over plus 400. And James Webb got a little tickle at plus 240s, 250s. And that's pretty much it for that. So I don't think I missed anything from today. There's a lot on. Definitely going to warrant another comeback at some point later on to get those later games. Hopefully a bit more volume back. Again, hit me up if you've got any questions. I know next week we're going to be doing a mailbag on the prime suspects, so any questions, fire them through. I did see someone asked a really good question this morning that I've had a very strong opinion on for a very long time. And with all the shit that's happening with these bills and taxes and everything else, it's probably an even stronger one. But yeah, good luck today, and I will be back at some point today. I'll try and drop a time to give you an idea. Cheers.